Hourglass with AccuCut Craft. I'm going to show you some fun ways to use our border dies. I'm going to show you a technique and then also just remind you of some other fun ways to use the borders other than just in scrapbook pages. This is borders number 1. It's one of our most popular borders, and I just want to show you how to do something a little different than just cutting the borders out and placing it on a scrapbook page. So I place the die down, and here I just have a piece of scrap paper. It's got a big mark on it, and I've cut some out of it and tore a piece out of the edge, but it's still got life in it. It's not done yet. So I'm going to take the die and I'm going to place the paper just along the edge like that. And then I'm going to put my cutting mat along it, and I'm going to roll it through. As you can see, now I have a piece of paper that has kind of a fun, cool edge on it. So then if I want to, I can actually layer that onto a piece of 12 by 12 paper, or if I wanted to cut it down and wrap it around, anything like a candle, or I mean, you've just got a neat little border on the edge without actually having the positive piece. So just a kind of a fun way to use scrap paper that's laying around that's half of it's good and half of it's not. Here I'm going to use the A6 Pinovation tags. The great thing is I basically I'm going to make a little small album out of it, but I wanted to show you how we can cut different edges off the end of the tag. And this is also great because it is a Pinovation, so yes, it has registration pins in it, but I'm not going to use it that way. I'm just going to put my sheet of chipboard in there. I'm not going to print first. I'm just going to use it. Roll it through. So then I've just got these chipboard tags that are kind of fun and simple that I'm going to actually add even a little more fun to them by using our borders. So now I'm going to add the edge to one of these tags. This is Border Scallops Decorative, and I basically just lay it down, and I'm going to show you this direction first actually so you can see the blade. It's kind of hard to see it through the black foam, but I'm going to lay it down just like this. So basically it's not going to touch this bottom straight blade. So I lay it down, and then I'm just going to place it where I think I kind of want it to go, and I'm going to etch it right up there. Oh, and look, now I have a fancy edge on the end of my tag. Now, I did it on the very end, but you probably could even do it on this end. Any of those would work. I also, if I want my tag to be shorter, so I have different dimensions in this little album, I could actually place it farther down where this cutting through, when I told you to leave it off this blade, so that you would have it go even farther. So you, instead of leaving it like this, you could actually place it down a little farther, and then that would give you different lengths of the tags. Okay, this is border crown number 2, and I'm going to show you another technique how to cut an edge on whatever die cut shape that you're using. I'm using a tag number A6. So on this, I would simply place the tag down, and this is where the mat comes in. Because it's only going to cut what the mat is touching. So over here, and it's not going to cut, even though there's a blade under here, since I am not placing the mat over that, I'm just placing it over the decorative part. That's all that it's going to cut when I roll it through the machine. So let's try it. Ooh, that's fancy. I like that. So as you can see, it cut off that crown pattern, but it did not cut it all the way through as the border because I didn't have my mat on there. So just a quick recap. Obviously, borders are great on scrapbook pages, either to line on the edge or put on the side of a photograph, but they're also really great for putting on note cards. And also don't forget to put them around your little favor boxes because they work great that way too.